Oftentimes when it comes to traveling to other countries, certain hotels charge for Wi-Fi. This is for a number of reasons, but without paying, you're stuck with either slow or no cellular coverage. How do you get past that paywall without having to actually pay? In this video, we'll show you one method of doing just that. First off, under what circumstances will this method work? There are a few things we'll need to ensure first. In your hotel room, look for two things, either an Ethernet port or even better, a Wi-Fi access point. Ethernet ports may not work the best, so it's always better to find a wireless access point first. So what are we basically doing? For this, we'll need a Wi-Fi router of our own to bypass their access blocking. Many times large hotels will set up their paywall right at the access point rather than at the source. This is easier for them so that employee computers can connect to the same wired network without needing a dedicated one for guests. If we skip their router and connect ours directly to that network, in theory it should work. What will we need for this? The most important thing is a wireless router. Anyone will do, but since I travel a lot, I invested in a small travel router. It's got all the modern features along with dual band Wi-Fi and can be powered over USB. The only place it really lacks is with range and Ethernet ports, so pick your own based on your use case. I'll be sure to leave a link below that like button if you want to pick up the gear I used. We'll also need a power cable. In my case that's micro USB and some way to power it. Many times there's no outlet nearby, so I use a battery bank to take care of that. It may not last all day, but it's a quick and easy way of getting everything up and running. The following are optional, but I would recommend them. First, we have an Ethernet coupler. This will allow you to connect two cables together to make one long cable. In that case, we'll also need another Ethernet cable. I would recommend a long one that can at least reach the floor. With all that, let's get this set up. Before we do anything, I want to show you what happens when I connect to the hotel's Wi-Fi. While the network is open, it takes me to a page where I can pay based on how long I want internet. That's no fun, so let's get started setting everything up. First thing we'll need to do is find our wireless access point in the room. Typically it's on the ceiling. If it's not visible, chances are it's in the ceiling or hall. That means you probably won't be able to do much. If you find an empty Ethernet port, it may work, although some networks block the connection for those at the source. With our access point located, we'll simply remove the Ethernet cable. However you need to do is fine, as long as of course you can get it back together later. Then we'll simply attach the coupler and our own Ethernet cable, then just plug in the router's power and Ethernet cable into that. From there we can connect to our own Wi-Fi network, and hey, look at that, it works. If nothing is working or you're still getting the pay screen, chances are you won't be able to do much more. But for those times when it does work, it works really well. A nice benefit is if the hotel has different speed options available for purchase, you will get the fastest speed possible. On top of getting free Wi-Fi, it's also more secure than on a single crowded network with other guests. I've only been able to test this 2 times, both in Mexico. However, in both cases, I was able to get everything running by simply connecting my router to the hotel's access point Ethernet cable. It's a really cool thing to do, so if you like this video, be sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. This is Mark with AdTech, and I will see you in the next one.